Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, you already got a card there. This is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the general messages and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless. I just trust that when you find this, it's for you. I also utilize law of attraction, so I trust law of attraction will bring those who have something to glean from this to my reading. So there should be something that resonates in this for everybody. So anyways, Pisces, oh my gosh, like what a crazy full moon. What crazy time to be alive right now. Just like in general. But that full moon, which was in Pisces, was a doozy that we just had. And I don't know if you felt the effects of that. I'm sure that you did. But I honestly do feel that there will be a lift in the energy. And I also find it really interesting that the first card that came out was the card of complexity. So this, like, quite literally is just talking about complex situations, like an irritating type of energy, feeling like nothing's adding up. You know what I mean? Sometimes this can be a very educating experience, though, and can be a very transformative time of change. You know, so sometimes when things don't add up, it's because you're taking score too soon. So just keep that in mind. But let's get into it, Pisces, and see what else we have coming through for you, for my Pisces. Let's go. Oh my gosh. And as I'm like literally saying, like, sometimes this could indicate a change. You get the card, you get the card of change. I don't know if you can see that there. So, yes, you know, tarot always amazes me. I don't know if I'll ever stop doing it. I just love it so much. Even if nobody was to watch me, I think I would still do it. Anyways, you have the card of the Thunderbolt, which is Tower energy. I'm going to definitely see the Rebel, and I want one more. Sorry, what is one more on the... Very colorful energy showing up here. What's the Thunderbolt about? Ooh, okay. So you have a tower here, but it's a positive change. So sometimes the tower can be very unexpected or abrupt or like a surprising energy, right? But next to it, when I clarified it, it has the card of possibilities. So whatever change is coming through that may feel very transformative for you or for your life, they want you, Pisces, to see it through the lens of positive change. And to allow yourself to imagine, to dream about the most positive outcomes, rather than to maybe go into a space of worry or anxiety, etc. You have the card of the Rebel here too, which is like kind of doing things your way. Not necessarily going by the book. You know, also going outside of your comfort zone, trying new things, right? And I also heard buck the system. Some of you very well may want to buck the system right now. Honestly, I feel like if you live in the U.S., the climate is so tense right now for all of us collectively in the U.S. I think a lot of people want to buck the system at this point, you know, or like go off the grid or whatever. I don't know. So very eclectic, very complex energy as we begin the reading. And I'm kind of excited to see what else is coming through. So let's get it, Pisces. What else for my Pisces? What else do they need to know? Pisces. You have the card of the Nine of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Oh, goodness, one more. Lots of earth energy showing up here. I said one more. Ten of Cups, the World. I'm actually going to keep these. Okay, so Pisces, there's a strong emphasis to stay grounded, to not let yourself, again, you know, get caught up in the scheme of things or what could go wrong or the worry or the anxiety of something, okay? They want you to accept the unknown and accept inevitable change with a positive mindset, because every change that happens in your life creates a new doorway or a new possibility for you to move through. And so stay open-minded. That's a really big push right now. And also stay grounded, okay? This is talking about grounding yourself. And I don't know if any of you practice grounding, like actual, you know, bare feet to grounding is what I'm talking about. But I swear that helps me feel so connected to the earth when I do that. I love to walk around barefoot anyways, but check out grounding rituals if you've never heard of that. I honestly feel, because we are connected to the planet, that just getting in touch with nature and sinking your feet into the soil or to the sand or to the grass or whatever it is, wherever you live, has healing properties to it. So check that out. But anyways, this is also talking about kind of standing on your own 2 feet here. This is a very independent energy. And yet there's hesitation. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is, you know, a little hesitant to really move forward or to make any big changes or to make any big moves, right? Now, the 6 of Pentacles, though, is the card of giving and receiving. And you must give to receive. So it feels to me, Pisces, like there is a little hesitancy around maybe change or spending too much. I want to make this about money too. Some of you, it's about spending too much, you know, or just being very particular about what you're giving your time and energy to, which is not in and of itself a bad thing. Be discerning, yes, but also don't hold yourself back. You know, there's a flow to life. Money comes, money goes, you know. I know that's easier said than done, right, to wrap your mind around. But everything has its ebb and flow, okay, because everything is energy. So you will always be replenished. There will always be more. There will always be more opportunities, ideas, streams of energy flowing, doors opening for you. So they're really also not wanting you to come from like a lack mentality, okay? It's particularly during this time frame, because it's not going to serve you. It's actually going to hold you back. Be discerning, yes, about any investments as well that you may be making during this time frame. Be smart about that. But I also feel like, you know, you don't really know until you try, or, you know, if you do give to something that maybe doesn't turn out to be great for you, it's fine, because you'll receive something else in a different way through a different avenue. You know what I mean, guys? Don't get so caught up in making the wrong choice that you don't make a choice, you know, because even wrong choices eventually lead to right pathways, you know, in the big scheme of things. So anyways, 10 of Cups, the World card, and the 2 of Wands. Now, this has to deal with relationships here, particularly your family, okay, or those that feel like family to you, the closest of the closest to you. There is some sort of transformation happening around that, a change, an ending, something of that nature, a completion. But again, at the beginning of the reading, I felt this was a positive shift, or Spirit is encouraging you to see that as that. The 2 of Wands is usually, to me, you know, making a decision and going forward. But look at how it is next to the other cards. It's more like this person is kind of watching, right? Changes taking place in their family life or their love life or their relationships, and then maybe trying to come to grips with that or to process something. So I don't know if there's something going on in the familial area that is just causing a lot of processing for you. I don't feel this to be like a super negative thing though, but let me see what else. What is this about? What is the 2 of Wands? Now this is interesting, and this is only for a few of you. Some of you feel like you need to choose between like your family or your career. And Spirit is saying that is very limited thinking. It doesn't have to be one or the other. But if you believe that it's one or the other, then you can only manifest that reality, which will then just confirm your false belief. But you can actually open up pathways, and there's many options out there to where you can find a balance between the two and find love enough for the two. And you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. Okay, there's a lot of creative solutions out there, and actually there's a pathway opening up for you during this time frame that may catch your attention. It might be an opportunity that you read about or that you see, or, you know, pay attention to the details, Pisces. Pay attention to the signs. Anyways, that's just for, you know, if that part's for you. For the rest of you, I actually feel a lot of positive energy around love, around relationships, around that emotional support sector of your life. I think there's a lot of satisfaction to be had there. And, you know, sometimes just being around like the people that you love the most or the people that support you the most gives you a sense of comfort and a sense of feeling, you know, more in control, Pisces. And with all this complex energy going on, it may at times feel like you don't have any control, or that maybe you need to relinquish a little bit. But I also feel that there's an incredible amount of spiritual and emotional support showing up for you. And as you put your focus on the things that are going well for you, Pisces, this complex issue is kind of going to work itself out. So let's see. Yeah. Lots of focus on family and children. Lots of focus on that. There also could be celebrations in store coming up, or an opportunity to try something new, go somewhere new. You know, capitalize on that, Pisces. You're an explorer naturally because you're a Pisces. And if you're feeling hesitant about a money decision, a job decision, an investment, you know, give it time. Give it time. There might be some changes coming through that you don't see or don't expect that's going to help move this along for you. But I feel it to be a positive change again, or they're wanting you to see it that way. So lots of opportunities coming in, lots of opportunities to connect with love and loved ones. And I love that. And that's really the biggest emphasis that they're wanting you to go towards. And, you know, que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Continue to, you know, focus on you and what makes you feel good, Pisces. And yeah, kind of go with the flow. I mean, we're all in this together, aren't we? All of us on this planet. So, let's see what the guidance is, and then we're going to go to the love reading. Card number 38. I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. You cannot get... Sorry, my tongue got in the way. You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. When you rid your vibration of things that bother you, no things that bother you can come into your existence. But you cannot really rid anything from your vibration because there's no exclusions in this attraction-based universe. The only way to stop attracting something that you don't want, something that's bothering you, is by giving your attention to something you do want instead. But it takes time, and you have to take small steps. Ooh, sound advice. Card number 38. Whew. All right, so what an interesting start to the reading. Now we're going to deep dive into the you versus them. I'm going to clear these cards, and I will be right back. Stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. Okay, so Pisces, this is going to be your you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take where it resonates, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the drill. Okay, so let's see, Pisces. You have the card of ordinariness, the source, and no thingness. Okay, very interesting. So I feel like Pisces, to me, this is kind of like the Nine of Pentacles in traditional tarot, but it's also like making the best out of simple things, you know, being appreciative of simplicity, the simple life. I actually talked in depth about this in the Taurus reading. If you have Taurus in your chart, definitely check that one out. But this is just, you know, kind of being a ho-hum, happy, not too exciting, but yet stable vibe, energy, person. You know what I mean? And that's showing up as your crowning energy. This person has the card of nothingness and the source. So that can mean a lot of things to me. Sometimes I feel like this energy is a sense of like depletion or like nothing happening, things feeling stagnant. But I also feel like this person has the ability to create, you know, anything that they want and make something from nothing. So let's see. And it could also be, I want to say this in a different sense, that this person may also be somebody who makes mountains out of molehills. So take it as it's resonating with you. But let's see, we're going to go into the recent past, Pisces, and see what led up to the now. We're also going to look at how you both see and feel about each other, as well as most likely outcomes. So recent past, all of a sudden I'm sweating horrible right now, guys. It feels like I ran a marathon, but I swear I didn't. Whew. Look at that. I'm too young for hot flashes, right? All right, let's see your recent past, Pisces. Three of Pentacles. I always want to say tentacles. But you get my drift. Okay, Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I actually feel like, Pisces, that a lot of you may have been in the space of, you know, kind of acclimating yourself to life or to this relationship. This is a very busy energy, very action-oriented, very creative, very inspired. To me, Three of Pentacles is like getting things done, whether that be at work or in your home. It's kind of like family life as well being highlighted. So again, there's that aspect showing up. But overall, it feels pretty positive. And, you know, it may not be... I don't know how to say this. It's like the similar message that I got in the Taurus reading. It may not be, you know, novel worthy, right? But it's still your story. And sometimes simple stories are the best stories. And I don't know. I'm getting the song, It's Gotta Be a Good Life. Oh, it's gonna be a good life. I don't know who sings that song. You know it, put it in the chat. But anyways, it's just like a good feeling vibe, you know. Yeah, just appreciating the small things. So let's see. Where has this person been at energetically in the recent past? What's been going on with them? Ace of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Four of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this person too has been, you know, getting ideas or thinking heavily about, you know, how to make things work in their life. This is also like a very family oriented, like productive type of energy. It's very supportive as well. What's interesting is that the Four of Cups is here though with the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel disappointment, and I'm going to be honest, the first thing I heard was dishonesty, so there might be some of that involved, but what I'm more so getting is disappointment here. It's like this person be staying in disappointment sometimes, even though it doesn't serve them, you know, and I'm not even sure what it was they were feeling disappointed about, but some sort of missed opportunity, but it wasn't a missed opportunity. They're just taking score too soon. I feel like, you know, this person had an idea of like how things would come together, or like how something would work out. And maybe it didn't work exactly like that. And so they let disappointment maybe get the best of them, Pisces. And it didn't stop their growth, but it seems to have put a temporary pause or a hold here where it feels maybe to this person like, I have a desire, I have a wish, and nothing's happening. Like, what is happening here? Nothing is happening, that type of vibe. So let's go into the now and how you perceive and feel about each other. When Pisces thinks of this person, what are they thinking? What do they think about this person? The Strength card. Knight of Cups. Why the Five of Wands? Yeah. I didn't mean to laugh, but I heard pick your brain or pick your hair out. I'm not sure which one of those fits you, but I don't know if you want to pick this person's brain or pick their brain apart. I'm not very sure. I feel you feel very strongly about this person with the Strength card and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups to me is love and romance and feelings and emotions and, you know, and I think because you feel so strongly, sometimes you could really feel at odds as well, you know, if things aren't working out or working out for this person. You may be somebody who's always trying to solve this person's problems, you know, or come up with new ideas. And that's such like a water sign thing to do, I feel, because you're such caring, loving, like empathic people. You tend to absorb other people's emotions, absorb their energy, and also absorb their problems, you know, and maybe even overextend yourself or over exert yourself, like always trying to figure out and help and, you know. But I think because you love so passionately that you're willing to do that, okay? So I get this problem-solving type of vibe around the connection, Pisces, and I feel it's coming from you, but we shall see. Let's see how this person views Pisces. What do they think about Pisces right now? Three of Swords. Ten of Wands. Uh-oh. Six of Swords. There seems to be a dramatization happening over here. You know, I'm just like how you process emotions or process something seems to be very different. One person like being more solution oriented, like, oh, okay, that's difficult, but let's figure it out. And then the other person like getting all lost in the drama, like, you know, even over dramatizing possibly, or getting stuck in the problem. Let me just say that. And you can decide which one is which, but this person's cards are very different than yours. I feel like, and this is showing up in how they think about the connection, by the way, that they've had to pick up the broken pieces and kind of move forward, and they're waiting for another opportunity here, or an opportunity to come to pass. Now, whether that's to deal with the connection or not, I'm not really sure. Also, I feel somebody's been through like difficult and trying times, but there's an attempt to move past it during this time frame. Like, I feel both of you being in problem-solving mode at this point. Your energy feels a bit lighter about it than this person. But again, that could be swapped because it is a general. So, yeah, let's go to the heart space then and see, how do you feel underneath it all? How does Pisces actually feel about this person? The King of Pentacles. Why that? Why? Never get comfortable in the misery. That's for one or two of you. And that sounds really odd, right? That anyone could get comfortable being miserable. But I promise you, there's a lot of people walking this planet that practice misery every day of their lives. And yes, they become accustomed to it. They actually don't even know what it feels like to not be miserable. You know, and I'm sure you've run into miserable people, you know, because you can feel it. So, and I'm not saying that you're a miserable person by any means, Pisces, but it happens. You know, we get stuck in vibrations and sometimes it's hard to get out of them. But ask yourself, am I one of those people? If the clear answer is no, and it should be no, because it is no, you're love, you're not misery. But say you've been practicing that for a while, ask yourself, does that serve me? Does that even feel good to me? Can I try something else? Can I try to think about things a different way? Misery loves company too. So it could also be that I'm picking up this person's energy and you're sucking it in, you know, because I was just saying, Pisces, you tend to be very empathic in that when somebody else is dealing with a problem, you tend to own that problem as well. And then before you know it, you're trying to help your miserable friend, and now you're miserable too, and now you're two miserable peas in a pod. You know what I mean? So like, be very careful with that. Very careful. It's always good to be there for people, but sometimes you can't, and you got to be honest. You know, sometimes you need distance. Sometimes you got to wish them well from a distance. Protect your peace at all costs. Mark my words, that's the most important thing to always do for yourself. Okay. Now, back to the cards. I feel the reason why I say all this is because this is to me the ultimate card of like comfort and being comfortable with where you're at. And the Chariot is progression and movement forward. And yet the Five of Cups is here, which is completely emotionally drained, anxiety-ridden energy. So don't move forward until you feel absolutely certain or comfortable, okay? If you're still in a place of worry or panic or sleepless nights, that just means you need a little bit more time to process or to think about something or to work it out energetically first, all right? But it could also be that there is something weighing on you, Pisces, that may or may not even be related to this connection, but let me see. Whatever it is that's weighing on you, they're wanting you to, again, take time. The Hangman is somebody who's taking a break, taking time out to do the inner work, to see things from a different perspective. It's the enlightened one, right? Also, they're wanting you to take time to focus on yourself, your environment, home, business, things of that nature. Let's see this person. What's going on in their heart space? How do they feel about Pisces? Oh, I wasn't ready for that. How do they feel? Ten of Swords. Three of Cups. Oof. What's the Ten of Swords? Okay, so the first word that I got was offstandish, especially if this person has been hurt in the past. I think that they've been through some sort of struggle or ending here, okay? And their guard is up. At the same time, in their heart, there's a desire for healing or reconciliation or for things to balance out. There's a heavy emphasis on fairness or justice or karma here as well. And then the Ace of Pentacles, which is commitment, loyalty. I honestly get a sense like this person has been disappointed or betrayed in the past, and that weighs on them, you know, especially if it was because of you, Pisces, but I feel for most of you it wasn't. I think this is something outside of you, but it's something that they still need to reconcile or find some sort of peace with in their heart space, and to recommit to really loving themselves and to putting themselves first, and also reevaluate who and what they are committing themselves to as well. So there's like this reevaluation period going on, I feel, in this person's energy at the moment. So let's see what is on the horizon then. What is next, Pisces? There's that song again. Oh, this is gonna be a good life. I know that band too because they're one of my favorites, and the fact that I can't remember right now. Who is it? They also sing Counting Stars. Come on, Dana. You have their CD. Do anybody have any CDs anymore? I don't have their CD. I have them on Spotify. I can't think of their name though. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. You know, I just feel like you are kind of making this person's problem your problem. You're probably exhausting yourself trying to figure it out while also keeping yourself afloat. And like, as hard as this is to hear, but it's vibrationally accurate. No matter how much you love and adore another person, their problem is not your problem. It cannot be your problem. Because once you make their problem your problem, neither of you are a match to the solution. And you're of no help to each other. So instead, you need to lovingly say to your person, I can see that you're struggling right now, and I love you so much, I'm going to do whatever I can to stay in a feel-good space so that I can become a match to the solution. And encourage them to do the same. It's like the yin and yang. A true partnership is when one is in alignment and the other is out. They make a commitment to stay in alignment until the other one can join, and vice versa. But most people play it the opposite way. I see you are struggling and you have a problem. I want to be there for you and listen to you and vent with you and complain with you. And now we're both in the problem. And neither of us are a match to the solution. And oh, what misery will become. Misery we will become together. Yeah. But actually, I feel, Pisces, that you are pointed in the right direction. I do feel a sense of struggle here and then kind of like feeling like, you know, down and out. But I think you bounce back. You know, the 10 of Pentacles is like reaffirming your goodness. It's also coming back to your grounded, firm foundation. And then from that place of regrounding yourself, solution and ideas come in that I feel you're going to implement and that are actually going to create solutions and real life manifestations that are going to help you both, if you're in a connection, just you if you're not, in the future. So the sky is looking pretty blue for you, Pisces. Let's see this person's most likely outcome. 8 of Pentacles, the Lovers. The Hangman. Yes, 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 I love this. I didn't want to clarify it, but I feel like I need one more. Ah, that's the devil. There's a slight lack of insight on this person's side, or like a self-awareness that's needed, that's not really being, I don't want to say there are not always, there's a lack of self-awareness, okay, at the moment. What I was happy to see though is that I feel like this person is doing the work. They are trying to figure things out. They are, you know, this person needs to figure out how to figure things out for themselves. And they cannot do that when there's somebody always around them, and you, if it's you, that's always doing it for them. You know, and it may feel like tough love to say, figure it out yourself, babe, or friend, or mom, or whoever this is for you. You know what I mean? But it's like, they have to find that. You cannot train this person. You cannot be their source for them. They have to figure it out themselves. And that sounds like tough love, and maybe it is. but source is always with them too. Source is always flowing to them too. They are tapped into the same energy you are, which is flowing solutions to them all the time too. They just need to get out of their own way. And how do they get in their own way? They obsess over problems for too long. They still have some baggage that they're carrying from the past that they need to let go of, and maybe even do therapy or soothing around that, okay? But I feel like this person is actually in this growth process in the moment, though, where they are figuring out how to help themselves, how to figure things out. They may have somebody here that's helping them along the way, and that somebody may be you. I do feel a very strong connection here. So this is a soulmate, twin flame, if you believe in that, spiritual-based connection. But I also feel that there's a blindness here, and that this person know not what they do. They haven't figured out quite just yet how they block their own blessings, and it's through their mind. It's through the way they think and perceive, obsess over things that don't serve them. But they are learning, you know. But, you know, it's so hard to take a step back when we love people so much, you know. And as a mother, for some of you, this could be about a child. Always keep an open mind. It's not always an intimate partner this is about, but, you know, I'm just giving an example. Like, as a mother, it's very hard to watch your children kind of struggle or make decisions that you know are not going to pan out because you've lived life, because you can tell the energy flow isn't correct. And yet do nothing about it, you know, other than be there for them should they need it. And yet that's kind of, if you want to create a human being who knows how to fend for themselves, who knows how to figure out problems, who knows how to connect to source energy, you've got to do that. You got to be loving and hands off at the same time. Loving and hands off at the same time, because you don't learn through other people's experiences. You only learn through your own experience. And I'm just saying, this person has to learn through their own experience, and you can love them, but do not do it for them. All right, so let's see what the I'm almost out of time. Card number 48. I intend to see the best in everyone. Oh, this card is so perfect for this reading. You can never consistently motivate anybody to anything, but when you choose to see the best of them, and then you go over to where your version of the best of them is in your mind, and you align with that and offer a signal of love, you will be a part of the inspiration that you see. Have you ever had an experience yourself when someone sees you and loves you and expects the best of you? Do you not shine in ways you've never shined before? And do you not find it really hard to shine when another does not look for the best in you? Yeah. I intend to see the best. And that also means that you intend to see the capable. Capable. They are just as capable as anybody else on the planet. See them as that, and that will actually help them to connect with that in themselves. So anyways, Pisces, woo, interesting reading. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Capricorn, I have Gemini, I have Libra. I have Cancerian energy, Virgo, could be doing another Pisces, Leo. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing to keep in mind. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all my social media, linked in the description as well in the About section. Wishing you the very best either way. And until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.